YouTube, I am Tyladhras, welcome back to Let's Play Total War Shogun 2. And if I recall correctly, what I was mostly doing was locking down my own island now that I have complete control of it and dominating trade with the European / Western powers. Still got some pirates lurking around though, so I do have a fleet there. And I suppose they can go down that way and they can break some heads. I think, yes, I was building a Nanban trade ship. Yes. Get additional missionaries. I do have a small surplus of food, so I could upgrade some of my citadels, but I think the priority should probably be actually upgrade our grain or our rice fields, because that is our primary source of income and we would like a bit more of that. Our main army is currently stationed outside Bungo. Bungo? Not quite sure how you pronounce that. But I would like to recruit at some point. Some European cannons. Because you can't really go wrong with siege equipment. Most of my places are fairly well fortified, so we'll see what's happening on the diplomatic front. There are the Chosokabe who have that island to themselves. They are hostile.
You are here like an honest man at the front gate. Better that, I suppose, than an assassin over the wall.
Perhaps they would like 80 gold in exchange for a marriage.
So that all may profit.
So let's cancel that. Arranged marriage can improve and strengthen
like
relations.
An honest man at the front
Okey-dokey.
gate. Better that, I suppose, than an assassin.
So they are Buddhist. The Otomo, who I was previously fighting, are now my military allies. They are also trade partners with the Chosokabe, so I suppose it wouldn't be too terrible.
So then, what have you to say today? Will my...
to take that offer up.
Perhaps, if you listen to my offer.
Excellent.
You have spoken well, and I am persuaded. I will accept your offer.
Their attitude is now indifferent, so perhaps they
I will
will
listen.
indeed take trade. They are
Welcome.
not overfussed
And what
about
would
an
you
alliance.
ask
What
of the
about...
Chosokabe?
I don't really need military access right now, to be perfectly honest. They are allied with the Takeda clan. Would we be willing to break that? No.
The blessing.
Nope. And
Welcome. And what would you ask
I'd like it if they
of the
stopped trading
Chosokabe?
with the Otomo, because that would weaken them both and make them both dependent on me, but
This offer is
they're not
interesting.
doing that. So that's a bit poo,
Welcome.
but we are
And
friendly
what
for
would you
now
ask
at least.
of the Chosokabe?
So we will just have to live with that. So we have a lot of trading going on right now, which should buff our economy substantially. And I think that's going to be it for this turn. That is the end of spring. I think I may have to go to war with the Otomo again. I mean, I could try taking on the Chosokabe, but I don't really want to. I kind of like them. Aha, yes, you are attempting to engage my singular ship. Well, it's going to singularly run away. All the way back to port. Yes. Drought. That's not good. So I've lost food. And some wealth. So that is in Busan. But all is otherwise well. You can get stuck in and deal with those pesky pirates. I'm not even fussed about fighting that one. I lost 2 ships and gained 2 ships, so I think that's a fairly reasonable exchange. Ooh, no. No, we are not going that far out because that's bad. You... Oh, you are one of those fancy sailing ships. Wow, you really ran a long way, didn't you? You can get back up there. Right. This thing has cannons and a lot of crew, so I'm actually quite curious to test these out. It's massively in my favour, so see how this goes. Ah, delicious tea. For those of you at home wondering what the slightly slurpy noises was, yes, I have tea. Because everyone needs some sort of caffeinated beverage. So, all the broadsides apparently. So, we can set ourselves to boarding. We have so many crew, like 300 odd crew. Like, it's kind of crazy. Come on, get up there. I suppose the wind is going to be more important for these kind of ships. Oh, come on. Well, that kind of played right into my hand, because that lets me get broadsides off at both of them. Oh, now they're moving, I think. Yeah, taking a few dents though. Right, so that one's surrendered. And let's see. Have a broadside. Yep, just go to town on them. No, keep moving, because they're going to come out your broadside and you're not going to be able to fire. Just keep firing until they're sorry. Come on, come on. Fire again. You know you want to. I suppose, yeah, they're not really losing over much in crew, but their ship is getting wrecked. Well, like those boats. Japanese had a lot of death poems, didn't they? So, I think I lost like 3 men and captured both of their ships. It's pretty good going, I think. they can go. So, I wonder if the European trading ships generate over much more in the way of income. We shall see. We shall indeed see, because I think I need more of those, because those are amazing. Right, as for upgrading everything. Paper mills. Increases to accuracy, but we're not over fussed about that. Because I think what we really like. But then that does buffer money. More accuracy. Only if you use recruited in that province though, so that's less big of a deal. So let's have paper mills. Let's up that. And yep. Trade port. And just let's just plug our infrastructure right in. Oh, can you recruit? Can you get? No, because cannons are super expensive. I do feel like you need a 4th unit of gunners though, so have an extra unit of matchlocks. And that will conclude the autumn. Sorry, the summer even. Right. A daughter is born. Clan encountered the Hatakeyama. High seas attrition. Yes, how badly actually? You are kind of pumped after that actually. That's like a third of your... Get back to port, get yourselves fixed. You get up there. And you can get yourself into that port. I'm quite curious to see who controls the Oki Strait, because it would be really, really nice if I could control every single port. And you can all get repaired. And we can see what we're going to spend our money on now. Let's get the roads. Christian, Christian, Christian. Everything is now mostly Christian, so you are getting moderate amounts of Christianity, so I think you should probably upgrade your church. What else can we upgrade? We can upgrade your market, that consumes a food. Oh, you can upgrade your roads too. It's fine. This has been the year of infrastructure. Oh, then quarter that stays as it is. Master Armorer. It's not bad. And you can recruit your first set of European cannons, so that we have a sizable army to complement our already huge fleet. Who are all these green plans. Oh, that's the Hatakayama, so it must have been one of their boats I found. Okay. The Yanma are hostile. Would you like to trade?
Speak your insolence, then I will reply.
Perhaps I could tempt you. No.
I have better things to do than listen
Exchange
to
hostage.
an old woman's prattle. Speak and try to make sense.
Let's try that. Come on. No, fine. Don't say we might be able to come to an agreement and then refuse all offers. You silly Billy. You're not going to last long. But I'll take your money in the meantime. And the Hatakayama, who are also hostile. Everyone wants to kill me.
I will
Crystallions? No. Fine.
speak your insolence, then I will reply.
Request to join war. No. You can... No, there's nothing else you can do for me. So, that's you. Oh, I have a ninja. Where did he come from? Fairly sure I might have had a Mitsuki somewhere as well. Agents. I have a priest who is Christianifying the hell out of them. That's fine. So if I took him away, you'd still have the military oppression. So that's fine. Construction? No, he can stay there because they don't have a church. And him. So, okay. So, I can't afford to recruit a Mitsuki because I have 1 gold too few. That's just typical. That's fine though. Thus concludes the autumn. More boats. Come on, all you silly people, finish your turns. There we are. I have mastered the tea ceremonies. What are we studying now? Scholarship. Enables the building of churches. What do you do? Sumo tournament. Consumes 1 food. +2 bonus to tax rates. Not overfussed. Not overfussed about that either. So where do we want to go? I think... We should probably think about buffing our army somehow. I would like to improve our navy, in all honesty. Which could give us some fairly nice boats. Way the Spear, Yari Dojos, Yari Hero, Matchlock Samurai. Oh, decisions. not over fussed about that. We have guns now. I'm kind of not fussed about bows, although guns don't work in wet weather so well, so that could get interesting. We'll have to bear that in mind. Great Guard enables Banzai. I think a Katana hero would certainly help, and Warhorse. I have no cavalry at the minute. That might bite me in the ass, so I should probably look at that. But that's only going to take 3 turns, and it gives all my dudes a small defense buff, so I think, because that would also unlock our naval tech tree, so I think, yeah, that's probably a good one to go for just now. And there's your second set of cannons, sir. That's all you need. And you can... I think you could probably leave 2 of those ships behind. That leaves me a small patrol fleet to deal with any pirates. Now, if I take you out of there and sail in my Nanban trade ship, 3725. Oh, bugger. I only meant to sail you. 3725. So, those ships don't actually matter regarding the quality or the amount of money that we get from trade. So, what I think I'll do is I will recruit a second one just because they're so powerful, and attach. They do have a much larger range as well. You guys can just follow your friends. Make sure that we actually take that trade port if it comes to a fight. Guns! Big fucking guns. So, let's see where we're at with stuff. So, you consumes an extra food. So I could spend 3 of my food, or 3, well, no, quite a bit of my food on upgrading my citadels. I'm not quite sure what I want to do that for. I mean, merchant guilds. So that gives me land consolidation. What exactly is that? Consumes 2 food. Okay, so I think once we finish this research project, we should probably look at going to land consolidation, because land consolidation provides 4 food apiece. Requires terrace farming, which provides 3. So yes, I think we should probably look into that. In the meantime, I think if we upgrade the buildings that will not cost us food, although that did just cost us most of our remaining gold, so that's fine. So we have you, and we now have a Metsuke. And you guys can get into the Otomo territory and see what crazy havoc you can cause. Not many other Christian factions. Sweet. More trade. Let's trade. Let's actually start trading with all the people that we are unlikely to end up in a war with. Oh, now all these deals are satisfactory. I see. So that's fine. So the Otomo... There are 14 turns, so that's going to be looking at like at least another 3 years before we can respectfully break that agreement. The Chosokabe... We could just punch the Chosokabe in the face. There's nothing to do with them. It's just that we happen to have an alliance with the Otomo, but then they are the only other Christian faction, so I suppose we should maybe keep that up. We are importing wood now though, so that should let me build a few extra bits and pieces. I can't remember what it was that needed wood, but I have it now. Right here. And I think that will successfully conclude this episode of Shogun 2 Total War. It's mostly been an episode of economics, but I don't know, maybe there's a better way to do it. I find with Total War games that I have an early expansion phase and then my economy kind of dies, and then I have to spend a while plugging it back in again before I continue. So, you know, maybe I'm just doing that wrong. Maybe there's a compromise you can find between your army and your economy that sort of helps you keep going. Well, a lot of them have fallen out with me. Oh well. Why have they fallen out with me? Presumably because they have no ports. But yes, if there's a better way of doing your economy, I'd love to hear it, and I can maybe try and employ some of that as the game goes on. I have been Tyladhras, and if you would like more, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. I will see you next time, folks. You've been great. Tally bye.